Hello, I'm Dr. Chen, a specialist in integrative medicine with over 15 years of experience helping patients restore their natural vitality. Are you constantly fighting fatigue? Do you find yourself reaching for that third cup of coffee just to make it through the afternoon? If you're like many of my patients, you've probably tried everything from energy drinks to expensive supplements, only to experience temporary fixes, followed by exhausting crashes. What if I told you that the key to unlocking sustained, natural energy lies right in the palm of your hand? Literally. Today, I'm going to share a remarkable 2-minute technique that could transform your energy levels without any caffeine, supplements, or expensive treatments. Let me tell you about Sarah, a 45-year-old mother of 3 who came to my clinic last year. She was exhausted despite getting adequate sleep and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Sarah was consuming 6 cups of coffee daily just to function, leading to anxiety and terrible afternoon crashes. She had tried everything from B12 supplements to energy drinks, but nothing provided lasting relief. After I taught her the simple hand technique I'm about to share with you, Sarah experienced a dramatic transformation. Within just 1 week of practicing this method, she cut her coffee intake in half. By week 2, she was naturally waking up refreshed and maintaining steady energy throughout the day, something she hadn't experienced in years. Now, you might be thinking, a hand massage for energy? That sounds too simple to work. I understand the skepticism. In fact, when I first learned about this technique during my studies of traditional Chinese medicine, I was skeptical too. But after witnessing hundreds of patients transform their energy levels using this method, I can't ignore its effectiveness. Before we dive into the science and specifics of this technique, comment below where in the world you're watching from. I'm always amazed by how our global community shares these ancient wisdom practices that are now being validated by modern research. What makes this technique particularly powerful is how it combines ancient healing wisdom with our current understanding of the body's energy systems. It targets a specific point in your palm that traditional Chinese medicine calls the Palace of Labor, a name that hints at its remarkable ability to restore vitality. When Sarah first visited my clinic, she was barely holding it together. Like many busy parents, she was juggling work deadlines, family responsibilities, and household management. Her reliance on caffeine had created a vicious cycle: jitters in the morning, crashes in the afternoon, and disrupted sleep at night. This pattern is all too common in our modern world, where we often treat our bodies like machines that just need more fuel. What fascinated me about Sarah's case was how quickly she responded to this ancient technique. The transformation wasn't just about energy levels. Her colleagues noticed she was more focused during meetings, and her children commented on how much more present she felt during family time. This is because we weren't just treating the symptom of fatigue. We were activating one of the body's natural energy regulation systems. Let me explain how this works. In the center of your palm lies a remarkable point called the Laogong point, or PC8 in medical terminology. This isn't just any random spot. It's a crucial intersection of energy pathways that connects directly to your body's stress response and energy regulation systems. Think of it as a reset button for your body's energy management system. Modern research has shown that stimulating this point can influence your cortisol levels, the hormone that helps regulate your energy throughout the day. It's like having a natural thermostat for your body's energy levels. When properly activated, it helps maintain steady energy without the peaks and crashes associated with caffeine and other stimulants. I discovered the power of this technique early in my practice when working with athletes who needed sustainable energy for performance. What surprised me was how effectively it worked for everyone, from busy executives to retired seniors. Take Michael, a marathon runner who came to me struggling with post-training fatigue. After incorporating this technique into his recovery routine, he noticed his energy levels remained stable even after intense training sessions. What makes this method particularly valuable is its simplicity and accessibility. You don't need any special equipment, expensive supplements, or complicated procedures. It's something you can do anywhere, anytime, whether you're sitting at your desk, watching TV, or even during your commute, if you're not driving, of course. The real beauty of this technique lies in its precise application. Let me show you exactly how to locate and stimulate this powerful energy point. Place your hand palm up and find the spot directly between your second and third metacarpal bones. That's between the bones leading to your middle and ring fingers. The point is roughly in the center of your palm, in a slight depression you can feel when you press gently. Now, here's the crucial part that many people miss. It's not just about pressing randomly. The technique requires gentle but deliberate circular motions using your opposite thumb. Start with light pressure, about the same pressure you'd use to test a ripe avocado. Gradually increase the pressure while maintaining slow, steady circles. Remember to breathe deeply and steadily while you do this. Jennifer, another patient of mine, initially struggled with the technique because she was applying too much pressure. I thought if a little pressure was good, more would be better, she told me. But after adjusting to the correct pressure, she experienced what she called an energy awakening within days. The optimal duration is 2 minutes on each palm. But here's a fascinating detail I've observed in my practice. Right-handed people often feel more immediate effects when starting with their left palm and vice versa. This relates to the cross-wiring of our nervous system and energy pathways. What's particularly interesting is how this technique interacts with your body's natural circadian rhythm. While you can perform it anytime you need an energy boost, I've found it's most effective when done first thing in the morning, and again around that notorious 3 p.m. energy dip. It's like tuning an instrument. You're helping your body maintain its natural energy harmony throughout the day. David, a skeptical business executive, provides a perfect example of how this technique can break the cycle of artificial energy dependence. He came to me drinking 4 energy drinks daily, suffering from heart palpitations and anxiety. I thought you were going to prescribe some exotic supplement, he admitted. Instead, this simple hand technique, combined with proper breathing, helped him eliminate energy drinks entirely within 3 weeks. The key is consistency and proper technique. Think of it like charging your phone. A proper connection to the charging point is essential for effective energy transfer. Similarly, finding the exact point and applying the right pressure makes all the difference in activating your body's natural energy systems. Let me share some important precautions before you begin practicing this technique. If you have arthritis in your hands or carpal tunnel syndrome, use very gentle pressure. Those with severe circulation issues or who are taking blood thinners should consult their healthcare provider first. While this method is generally safe, it's not meant to replace medical treatment for serious conditions like chronic fatigue syndrome or fibromyalgia. Here's something fascinating I've observed in my practice. Combining this hand technique with specific breathing patterns can amplify its effects dramatically. When you're massaging the point, try this. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold briefly, then exhale for 6 counts. This pattern helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural relaxation response, while the hand stimulation energizes you. It's like opening both the gas pedal and brake in perfect balance. The results I've seen have been remarkable. Take Patricia, a 68-year-old grandmother who struggled to keep up with her grandchildren. After learning this technique, she noticed something unexpected. Not only did her energy improve, but her chronic hand stiffness began to diminish. It turns out that the gentle massage movement was improving her local circulation as well. One question I often get is, how long until I see results? While everyone's response is different, most of my patients notice subtle changes within the first 3 days. By day 7, like Sarah, they're typically experiencing significant improvements in their energy levels. The key is consistency. Think of it as charging your body's battery. You wouldn't expect your phone to run well if you only charged it occasionally, right? Speaking of consistency, here's a pro tip I share with all my patients. Set specific times for your practice. Morning, right after waking up, and mid-afternoon are ideal. Many of my patients keep a small reminder card on their desk or set a gentle alarm on their phone. These simple prompts help build the habit until it becomes as natural as brushing your teeth. Remember David, our skeptical executive. He created a brilliant routine by practicing this technique during his morning train commute and afternoon conference calls. Within weeks, his colleagues started asking what had changed. They noticed he was more engaged and focused, especially during late-day meetings when others were fading. What's particularly exciting about this method is how it can break the cycle of artificial energy stimulation. Instead of forcing your body into alertness with caffeine or sugar, you're essentially reminding it how to regulate energy naturally. Think of as resetting your body's energy thermostat to its optimal setting. Here's another fascinating aspect of this technique that many of my patients discover. It works synergistically with other healthy habits. When you start managing your energy naturally, you often find yourself making better dietary choices and sleeping more soundly. It's like your body remembers its natural rhythms. The transformation I've witnessed in my patients goes beyond just physical energy. Many report feeling more emotionally balanced and mentally clear. Take Lisa, a high school teacher who struggled with afternoon brain fog. After 2 weeks of practicing this technique, she noticed she could engage with her last period students just as effectively as her morning classes. Let me emphasize the 3 key principles that make this technique so effective. First, precision in locating the point. Remember, it's exactly between those second and third metacarpal bones. Second, consistency in practice. Twice daily, 2 minutes each palm. Third, proper pressure. Gentle but firm, like testing that ripe avocado. You might be wondering if you're doing it correctly. Here's a reassuring sign. Within the first minute of massage, you should feel a subtle warmth spreading from the point. Some patients describe it as a gentle tingling sensation. That's your body's energy pathways responding to the stimulation. What excites me most about sharing this technique is its accessibility. Unlike many energy solutions that require expensive supplements or complicated routines, this is something anyone can do, anywhere, anytime. It's a return to the wisdom of listening to and working with our bodies, rather than forcing them into artificial energy patterns. As we wrap up, I want to share one final success story. Maria, an 82-year-old grandmother, learned this technique and taught it to her entire family. Now they practice it together during family gatherings. 3 generations sharing in this simple but powerful energy-boosting ritual. It's a beautiful reminder that sometimes the most effective solutions are also the simplest.